Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet stole the spotlight at the Golden Globes 2026 after the pair were captured sharing intimate and romantic moments during the prestigious awards ceremony. What was expected to be a night dominated by major film wins and powerful acceptance speeches quickly shifted into a global conversation about the couple's undeniable chemistry. The Golden Globes 2026 opened with its usual glamour, featuring Hollywood's biggest names gathered under one roof. However, the atmosphere noticeably changed when cameras focused on Kylie Jenner seated beside Timothée Chalamet. The two appeared relaxed and deeply comfortable with each other, exchanging soft smiles and subtle gestures that immediately drew public attention. Small moments, such as brief hand touches and whispered comments that prompted Kylie's quiet laughter, were enough to ignite widespread speculation online. Within minutes, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet became global trending topics. Search terms like Kylie Jenner Golden Globes 2026, Timothée Chalamet romantic moment, and Golden Globe celebrity couple surged across platforms. Many viewers noted that their appearance felt different from previous public sightings, as neither seemed concerned with hiding their closeness in front of the cameras. Sources inside the venue revealed that Kylie Jenner was visibly supportive of Timothée Chalamet throughout the night. When his name was announced in one of the evening's major categories, Kylie was seen gently tapping his arm and smiling proudly. The gesture, though simple, was widely interpreted as a sincere show of encouragement and added fuel to rumors that their relationship has grown more serious. One of the most talked about moments occurred midway through the ceremony, when both stood to give a standing ovation to a major award winner. Cameras caught Timothée Chalamet holding Kylie Jenner's hand slightly longer than expected. The brief interaction quickly circulated across social media, with international entertainment outlets labeling it one of the most memorable moments of the Golden Globes 2026. Pop culture analysts suggest that this appearance marked a turning point for the couple's public image. Kylie Jenner, known globally as a business mogul and fashion icon, revealed a softer and more personal side rarely seen at high-profile events. Meanwhile, Timothée Chalamet, often praised for keeping his private life low-key, appeared more open and emotionally present, creating a powerful narrative that resonated with audiences worldwide. Despite the intense attention, neither Kylie Jenner nor Timothée Chalamet has released an official statement regarding their Golden Globes appearance. Sources close to the couple indicate that both prefer to keep their relationship private and avoid public commentary. However, at an event as globally broadcast as the Golden Globes, even the smallest gesture can carry significant meaning. As the ceremony came to a close, the couple once again drew attention while leaving the venue together. There were no exaggerated poses or deliberate interactions for the cameras. Instead, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet walked side by side with calm expressions, reinforcing the impression that their connection is genuine rather than performative. The Golden Globes 2026 will undoubtedly be remembered for its cinematic achievements, but for many, the night belonged to Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. Their quiet yet powerful display of affection transformed a few fleeting moments into one of the most talked about stories in entertainment news, leaving the public eager to see what the future holds for Hollywood's most captivating couple. As reactions continued to pour in after the broadcast, entertainment media across the globe began dissecting every second of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's appearance at the Golden Globes 2026. Clips of their interaction were replayed repeatedly, slowed down, zoomed in, and analyzed frame by frame. Fans pointed out details that many initially missed, the way Timothée subtly leaned toward Kylie when speaking, how Kylie instinctively adjusted her posture to face him, and the calm confidence they both displayed despite knowing the cameras were watching. Industry insiders noted that the timing of this public moment was particularly significant. Both Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are currently at pivotal points in their careers. Kylie continues to expand her influence as a global business leader and fashion icon, while Timothée remains one of the most sought-after actors of his generation, balancing critical acclaim with box office appeal. Their joint appearance at one of Hollywood's most prestigious events was seen by many as a symbolic merging of two powerful worlds, pop culture dominance and cinematic prestige. Social media platforms quickly turned the moment into a cultural phenomenon. Millions of users shared screenshots, reaction videos, and commentary, debating whether the Golden Globes 2026 marked the most public confirmation yet of their relationship. Hashtags combining their names surged internationally, and fan communities dissected not just what happened, but what it could mean moving forward. Some praised the couple for their natural, unforced presence, while others expressed surprise at how openly affectionate they appeared compared to previous sightings. Several fashion critics also weighed in, emphasizing how their body language complemented their overall presentation. Kylie Jenner's elegant yet understated look was widely praised for striking a balance between glamour and restraint, while Timothée Chalamet's refined style reinforced his reputation as one of Hollywood's most fashion-forward men. Together, they projected a sense of unity that felt intentional, even without overt displays of affection. According to observers, it was this subtlety that made the moment resonate so strongly. Behind the scenes, reports suggest that the couple maintained a low profile throughout the event, avoiding unnecessary attention off-camera. Rather than mingling extensively or posing for staged photographs, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet reportedly stayed close to each other and interacted mainly with a small circle of trusted friends and colleagues. This behavior further fueled the perception that their focus was on the experience itself, not the spectacle surrounding it. As the night progressed, speculation shifted from what viewers had seen to what might come next. Entertainment analysts questioned whether this appearance signaled a change in how the couple would handle public exposure. Up until now, both Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet have been known for keeping their personal lives guarded. The Golden Globes 2026, however, presented a rare moment where they allowed the public a glimpse into their dynamic, sparking conversations about whether future red carpet appearances together might follow. International media outlets echoed similar sentiments, framing the moment as one of the defining pop culture highlights of the year. Headlines emphasized not scandal or controversy, but intimacy and authenticity, qualities that audiences increasingly crave in an era of carefully curated celebrity images. In this context, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's understated interaction stood out precisely because it did not feel manufactured. Still, questions remain unanswered. Neither party has confirmed the status or future of their relationship, leaving room for continued speculation. Public relations experts note that this silence may be intentional, allowing the narrative to unfold organically rather than through official statements. By not addressing the moment directly, the couple maintains control while keeping public interest at its peak. As days pass, the Golden Globes 2026 moment continues to ripple through entertainment culture. What began as a brief exchange between two high-profile figures has evolved into a broader discussion about modern celebrity relationships, privacy, and authenticity. For many fans, the appeal lies not just in who Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are individually, but in how effortlessly they seem to connect on one of the world's most visible stages. In the end, the Golden Globes 2026 delivered more than awards and accolades. It offered a moment that felt human, unscripted, and emotionally resonant. Whether this appearance marks a new chapter for Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet or remains a singular highlight, it has already secured its place in entertainment history. And as the spotlight slowly fades from that night, public attention remains firmly fixed on what happens next, ensuring that the conversation surrounding Hollywood's most talked-about pairing is far from over. As the story continued to unfold in the days following the Golden Globes 2026, new layers of interpretation emerged, deepening public fascination. Entertainment journalists began revisiting earlier moments from the past year, connecting subtle dots that now seemed impossible to ignore. Previous sightings of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, once dismissed as low-key or coincidental, were suddenly reframed as part of a carefully protected relationship that had quietly matured away from constant media glare. Several close observers of Hollywood culture pointed out that the Golden Globe setting was uniquely symbolic. Unlike other award shows, the Golden Globes is known for its more relaxed atmosphere, where celebrities sit closer together, interact freely, and let their guard down. This environment may have allowed Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet to appear more natural, revealing a side of their relationship that audiences had rarely seen. The intimacy of the room amplified every small gesture, turning fleeting glances into headline-worthy moments. Media analysts also highlighted how the public reaction differed from typical celebrity relationship coverage. Instead of skepticism or backlash, much of the response was marked by curiosity and warmth. Fans praised the couple for appearing genuine and emotionally present, noting that their connection felt grounded rather than performative. In an era where celebrity narratives are often dominated by controversy, the simplicity of their interaction felt refreshing. The business implications of the moment were not lost on industry insiders. Kylie Jenner, whose brand empire is closely tied to public perception, has long mastered the balance between visibility and privacy. Her appearance alongside Timothée Chalamet at such a high-profile event subtly reinforced her ability to remain culturally relevant without overt self-promotion. Meanwhile, Timothée Chalamet's association with a global pop culture icon further expanded his reach beyond film audiences, strengthening his presence in mainstream entertainment conversations. Television ratings and online engagement data reflected this surge in interest. Clips featuring the pair ranked among the most-watched Golden Globes highlights across digital platforms. Comment sections filled with speculation, admiration, and debates over what their body language revealed. Experts in celebrity branding noted that moments like these often have a lasting impact, shaping public narratives for months or even years to come. Despite the growing attention, those close to the couple emphasized their continued commitment to privacy. Reports suggested that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet returned to their routines shortly after the event, avoiding interviews and public commentary. This decision only intensified curiosity, as silence left room for interpretation. Public relations strategists observed that withholding direct confirmation can be a powerful tool, allowing audiences to remain engaged without oversaturation. As award season progressed, comparisons were inevitably drawn between this moment and iconic celebrity appearances from the past. Some likened it to historic red carpet pairings that redefined public fascination with Hollywood couples. Yet others argued that what made this moment stand out was its restraint. There was no dramatic announcement, no orchestrated reveal, just authenticity unfolding in real time. Cultural commentators also explored why this particular pairing resonates so strongly. Kylie Jenner represents modern digital influence, entrepreneurship, and social media dominance, while Timothée Chalamet embodies artistic credibility and traditional cinematic prestige. Their intersection reflects a broader shift in entertainment, where boundaries between industries continue to blur. The Golden Globes 2026 moment symbolized this convergence, making it culturally significant beyond personal romance. International press coverage further amplified the narrative. From Europe to Asia, headlines emphasized the global appeal of the couple, underscoring how their presence transcends borders and demographics. Analysts noted that few celebrity moments achieve such universal reach, especially without controversy or scandal. This widespread interest reinforced the idea that audiences are increasingly drawn to stories rooted in emotion rather than spectacle. As weeks passed, the Golden Globes appearance remained a reference point in discussions about celebrity relationships. It was cited in interviews, recapped in year-in-review articles, and analyzed in pop culture podcasts. The moment became a benchmark, proof that even in a media-saturated age, subtlety can still command attention. Ultimately, the significance of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's Golden Globes 2026 moment lies not in what was said, but in what was felt. It demonstrated how a quiet exchange, captured in seconds, can spark a global conversation and reshape public narratives. Whether the couple chooses to step further into the spotlight together or retreat back into privacy, the impact of that night remains undeniable. For now, the story continues without a definitive conclusion. Public interest shows no sign of fading, and every future appearance, together or apart, will be viewed through the lens of that unforgettable evening. The Golden Globes 2026 did more than celebrate cinematic excellence. It delivered a moment that reminded audiences why Hollywood still holds the power to captivate the world, one authentic interaction at a time. As the conversation continued to evolve, media attention surrounding Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet showed no signs of slowing down. Entertainment outlets began reaching out to insiders, stylists, and industry figures who had attended the Golden Globes 2026, all seeking insight into what had truly unfolded that night. While concrete details remained scarce, the consistent theme across reports was clear: the connection between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet appeared genuine, calm, and far from performative. Observers emphasized that what set this moment apart was its emotional tone. Unlike highly choreographed red carpet appearances often associated with celebrity couples, Kylie and Timothy's interaction unfolded organically within the ceremony itself. There was no press line, no posed photographs, and no attempt to dominate attention. Yet paradoxically, that restraint amplified the impact. In a room filled with spectacle, subtlety became the loudest statement. Hollywood historians and pop culture commentators began framing the moment as reflective of a changing celebrity landscape. Audiences today, they argued, are increasingly drawn to authenticity over excess. The Golden Globes 2026 offered a rare glimpse into a relationship that did not rely on public validation, and that quiet confidence resonated deeply with viewers. For many, it felt like witnessing something real rather than a carefully curated narrative. Streaming platforms and news aggregators reported that articles related to Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet consistently ranked among the most read entertainment stories of the week. Engagement metrics revealed unusually long reading times, suggesting that audiences were not merely skimming headlines but actively consuming detailed coverage. Analysts interpreted this as evidence of sustained curiosity rather than fleeting hype. Behind the scenes, speculation also grew regarding how this moment might influence future public appearances. Industry insiders suggested that while the couple is unlikely to suddenly embrace constant visibility, the Golden Globes may have marked a subtle shift. By allowing themselves to be seen together in such a natural way, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet demonstrated a willingness to let moments speak for themselves, without commentary or confirmation. The fashion industry, too, took note. Editorials highlighted how their coordinated yet understated looks reinforced a sense of balance and harmony. Rather than competing for attention, their styles complemented one another, reinforcing the impression of unity. Fashion analysts described the pairing as a visual metaphor for their relationship, distinct identities moving in sync. International fan communities continued to dissect the footage, translating interviews, comparing angles, and sharing interpretations across languages and cultures. The global nature of the reaction underscored how both figures transcend traditional celebrity categories. Kylie Jenner's influence in digital media and entrepreneurship, combined with Timothée Chalamet's standing in cinematic storytelling, created a crossover appeal rarely seen at such scale. Amid the speculation, voices advocating for privacy also emerged. Commentators reminded audiences that while public curiosity is inevitable, the power of the Golden Globes moment lay precisely in its intimacy. Overexposure, they warned, could dilute what made it special. This perspective further fueled admiration for the couple's decision to remain silent, allowing the narrative to breathe rather than forcing clarity. As award season events continued, comparisons were drawn between different celebrity appearances, but few managed to capture the same level of organic attention. The Golden Globes 2026 moment stood out not because it was dramatic, but because it felt effortless. Media critics noted that such moments often become cultural reference points precisely because they resist easy explanation. Looking ahead, the long-term impact of that night remains uncertain. Some believe it will be remembered as a defining chapter in the public perception of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, while others see it as a singular highlight that will quietly fade into Hollywood lore. Yet even those skeptical of its lasting significance acknowledge that, for a brief time, it united audiences around a shared sense of intrigue and emotion. In the broader context of entertainment history, the Golden Globes 2026 delivered a reminder that not all memorable moments are planned. Sometimes, the most powerful stories emerge from authenticity captured in seconds. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet did not deliver a speech, make an announcement, or pose for attention. Instead, they offered a glimpse of connection, and the world responded. As discussions continue and interpretations evolve, one fact remains undeniable: the Golden Globes 2026 will forever be associated with the night Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet quietly reshaped the conversation. In an industry driven by noise, their silence spoke volumes, leaving audiences watching closely, waiting to see where the story goes next. In the weeks that followed, the Golden Globes 2026 moment became more than just a headline. It evolved into a case study of modern celebrity influence. Media scholars and entertainment commentators began referencing Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's appearance when discussing how audience behavior has shifted in the digital era. Rather than demanding official confirmation or dramatic statements, viewers appeared satisfied analyzing nuance, tone, and emotional cues, proving that subtle storytelling still holds immense power. Television networks continued to replay footage from the ceremony during entertainment segments, often pairing it with expert commentary. Body language specialists were invited to interpret the interaction, pointing to synchronized movements, mirrored posture, and relaxed facial expressions as indicators of comfort and trust. While such analyses remained speculative, they further fueled public interest and extended the lifespan of the story far beyond the event itself. At the same time, industry insiders noted how carefully balanced the coverage remained. Unlike past celebrity relationship stories that quickly veered into controversy, this narrative stayed largely positive. Headlines emphasized romance, connection, and authenticity rather than scandal. This shift was seen as reflective of a broader cultural appetite for stories that feel emotionally grounded rather than sensationalized. The entertainment economy also felt the ripple effects. Searches related to both Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet spiked not only in news contexts but across fashion, film, and lifestyle platforms. Brands associated with either figure experienced increased engagement, while fan-driven content, reaction videos, editorials, and compilations continued to circulate at high volume. Analysts described the phenomenon as a reminder that organic moments can outperform even the most strategic marketing campaigns. Despite the ongoing attention, both figures maintained a notably low profile. Public appearances remained limited, and neither addressed the Golden Globes moment directly in interviews or on social media. This absence of commentary was interpreted by many as intentional, reinforcing the idea that the relationship exists outside the demands of public validation. In an environment where oversharing is often expected, restraint became a defining characteristic. Cultural critics also explore the symbolism embedded in the pairing itself. Kylie Jenner's rise represents a generation shaped by social media, entrepreneurship, and direct audience connection. Timothée Chalamet's career, meanwhile, reflects a return to character-driven storytelling and artistic credibility. Their shared presence at the Golden Globes 2026 was viewed as a convergence of two eras, illustrating how contemporary celebrity now operates at the intersection of influence, art, and authenticity. International publications continued to revisit the story, often framing it as one of the most memorable non-award moments of the year. Retrospective articles placed it alongside other iconic Golden Globes memories, noting that its impact came not from spectacle but from restraint. Editors highlighted how the moment resonated across demographics, appealing to both younger audiences and longtime film enthusiasts. As time passed, speculation naturally softened into reflection. What remained was not a question of confirmation, but an appreciation for how the moment unfolded. The Golden Globes 2026 offered a rare pause in the usual noise of celebrity culture, a reminder that connection, when genuine, does not require explanation. Looking back, the night stands as a testament to the enduring allure of unscripted emotion. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet did not set out to redefine award show moments, yet their quiet presence achieved exactly that. In a room designed to celebrate performance, it was authenticity that left the strongest impression. And so, the story continues, not driven by announcements or revelations, but by the lasting imprint of a single evening. The Golden Globes 2026 will be remembered not only for cinematic achievements, but for the night two of the world's most watched figures reminded audiences that sometimes, the most powerful narratives are the ones left unsaid. Even months after the Golden Globes 2026 aired, the moment involving Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet continued to surface in conversations about celebrity relevance and cultural impact. Entertainment editors noted that unlike fleeting viral clips, this story showed unusual longevity. Articles revisiting the ceremony repeatedly cited the couple as an example of how understated moments can eclipse even the most extravagant productions. What particularly intrigued observers was how the narrative developed without direct input from either party. In an industry where celebrities often rush to control the storyline, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet allowed silence to do the work. This absence of clarification kept speculation alive while simultaneously preserving a sense of dignity around the relationship. Analysts described it as a rare instance where restraint strengthened, rather than weakened, public interest. Award season strategists also weighed in, suggesting that the Golden Globes' appearance subtly reshaped expectations for future ceremonies. Producers reportedly took note of audience reactions, recognizing that viewers were deeply engaged by candid, human moments rather than scripted spectacle alone. In this sense, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet influenced not only headlines but also how award shows might frame intimacy and authenticity moving forward. Film industry insiders emphasized that Timothée Chalamet's presence at the Golden Globes already carried weight due to his artistic credibility. However, his visible comfort beside Kylie Jenner introduced a new layer to his public persona. Rather than detracting from his image as a serious actor, the moment humanized him further, making him more relatable to a broader audience. This shift was widely viewed as a positive evolution rather than a risk. Similarly, Kylie Jenner's appearance reinforced her ability to navigate elite cultural spaces beyond fashion and business. Sitting confidently at one of the most prestigious film events, she appeared fully at ease, signaling her continued influence across industries. Commentators observed that her role in the moment was not passive. Her expressions and body language suggested mutual respect and emotional alignment, challenging outdated narratives that often oversimplify celebrity relationships. As the story matured, discussions moved beyond romance and into cultural meaning. Sociologists and media theorists cited the Golden Globes 2026 moment in essays examining how modern audiences consume celebrity intimacy. The consensus was clear: people are no longer captivated solely by drama or controversy, but by perceived sincerity. The Kylie-Timothée moment fit neatly into this shift, offering connection without conflict. International broadcasters continued to reference the moment in entertainment roundups, often highlighting how it transcended language and cultural barriers. Viewers from different regions interpreted the same gestures in remarkably similar ways, underscoring the universal appeal of nonverbal emotion. This global resonance further cemented the moment's status as a defining highlight of the ceremony. Despite continued attention, both Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet remained consistent in their approach. Public appearances stayed minimal, interviews focused strictly on professional work, and no attempt was made to capitalize directly on the Golden Globes buzz. This consistency reinforced the perception that what audiences witnessed was genuine rather than strategic. By the end of the year, Retrospectives of Golden Globes 2026 routinely place the couple's appearance among the most memorable moments, often ranking above major wins and surprise speeches. Critics noted that this outcome spoke volumes about the evolving nature of entertainment storytelling. In a landscape saturated with content, authenticity had emerged as the most powerful currency. Ultimately, the lasting impact of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet's Golden Globes 2026 moment lies in its simplicity. It did not demand attention, yet commanded it. It did not explain itself, yet was widely understood. And in doing so, it redefined how a single, quiet interaction could shape an entire news cycle. As the industry continues to move forward, that night remains a reference point, a reminder that sometimes the strongest headlines are written not through declarations, but through presence. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet did not announce a new chapter at the Golden Globes 2026, but they left behind a moment that continues to echo, long after the lights dimmed and the camera stopped rolling.